2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, basketball fans. I'm Ernie Johnson, welcoming you to 2K Sports. I'm here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. The fans are filling the seats in Orlando, the site of our broadcast, and where the Magic will be going up against the Philadelphia 76ers. Taking a look at the 76ers, they've played well of late, winning 5 of their last 6 games. Tonight, an opportunity to continue that trend. And tonight we have 2 up.
We're in the place they call the Amway Center in downtown Orlando, Florida. It's the home of the Magic, where we are broadcasting our action live today. Thanks for joining us, everyone. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge joins us from the sideline. The Magic again playing host, continuing their homestand in this one. They're one of the top flight teams in the league with the second best record in the Eastern Conference.
And seeing where the Magic are, they're well above the position they were expected to be in at this stage. Now the question becomes, can they keep it up in the playoffs?
And I can't see any reason why they can. I mean, they've got to be considered one of the favorites to lift the trophy for me.
And before we get going, let's catch up with David Aldridge, who had a chance to talk with head coach Frank Vogel. David, what do you have to say?
Well, Kevin, he didn't mince words. He told me it's inexcusable that we've lost all 3 of our games to this team this season. And said he told his guys that a win today is a must for pride, if nothing else. He's in a pretty feisty mood, guys.
Thank you, David. Clark, when you went up against another great forward in the league, what was your mindset?
One, I wanted to go right at him. I wanted to put him on his heels if I could. And then I also wanted to be attentive to trying to disrupt him and make him uncomfortable, because if you can get a guy off his game a little bit, that can serve you and your team well. So early, I wanted to get off to a good start, be physical, and try to assert my will in the matchup right away.
Look at the 76ers starting group. They've got Saric. Fultz is out there with Luwawu. Then there's DeMarcus Cousins, and it's Simmons in at the 3 spot.
Man, I love the energy Fultz plays with, Kevin. I mean, when he's deep in the paint, he's really comfortable going up to shoot it.
Some solid defense from Saric. For Orlando, they won their last contest, that game against the Cavaliers.
And that was not an easy game for them. I mean, they barely hung on at the end of regulation before they were able to pull it out in overtime.
And it could turn out to be one of their biggest wins of the season. I mean, just because of the way they came through when it mattered most. That's clutch play that could serve them well going forward.
The pass to Rodgers. And now the first timeout called here for the Magic.
And the one thing that you got to love about Markelle Fultz is his versatility. I mean, he's got the size, the passing and scoring ability to succeed at either guard position. He's almost Westbrookish.
A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Magic moving the ball around. Just 5 on the clock. Fournier gets a wide open look.
Whoa! Watch out now. And DJ has excellent hustle on the board, skilled at scratching and clawing for those extra caroms. Man, I like his energy.
Howard down after the assist, let him into the lane.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
It's rebounded by Fultz.
And you're just not going to see him do that very often. Usually when he rises up, there's a guarantee it's going down.
Now here's Fultz. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Charlotte.
Yeah, excellent work on the boards that night. Always in attack mode, and that allowed him to get plenty of rebounds.
Simmons bounces high off the rim and drops. Simmons got his first points of the game.
And Simmons is accustomed to finishing over all types of defenders. I mean, that jump shot is just pure money.
Here's DJ. Last game out, he had 40 points. And the basket by Isaac.
Oh, a good open look, and he sprays it home from three.
Screen by Saric. Fultz dishes to Saric. To the wing on the left. There's the triple. Luwabu's shot is off. For Orlando, they've gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. And the rejection by Cousins.
And at nearly 7 feet tall, Cousins is a legitimate shot-blocking threat, using that reach to deter shots.
Now here's Cousins. He's coming off a 13-point game against the Hornets in Charlotte.
Kudos to him for his energy, especially on the glass where he was an absolute beast.
Here's DJ. They trail by 1. Rogers passes to DJ. He kicks it to Fournier. Here's Gordon. Cans the 12-footer.
Oh, I like seeing Gordon work on that jump shot of his. He's going to need to knock it down consistently at his position to be one of the best in the league. Now here's Fultz. And he can be counted on to put some points on the board every night. He's averaging right around 13.5 points a game. Luwabu's shot is off.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
And Fournier kicks to DJ. Fouled in the act of shooting. A 3-point play chance coming up. Man, what determination from DJ would not be denied. Love how he forces his way through. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. Vucevic checked in for Aaron Gordon. Terrence Ross comes in for Isaac. Wells, he's checked in for Fournier. And it's Payton in for Rogers. And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Embiid, he's checked in for Cousins. Rashawn Holmes comes in for Saric. Robert Covington's checked in for Simmons. And it's T.J. McConnell in for Luwawu Cabarrot. And the baseline jumper no good from DJ. Unfortunately, his shot has been everywhere, all over the place. Can't buy a basket. However, his teammates got him covered. Now, here's Covington. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game. Ross with a wide open look. Another miss by Orlando.
Yeah, they got that one, but early on, it's really been a struggle for them to secure that defensive backboard.
And because it's still early, I wouldn't read too much into it. There's still a lot of game left.
Covington's shot is off.
And you know what? You can't get a better screen. Frees him up beautifully, but he just fails to capitalize.
Clearly a frustrating missed opportunity there. Perfect screen, got him the space he needed, but he bricked it.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish.
Part of what makes him unique, guys, that combination of power and polish.
And so the first quarter is in the books. It's the Magic up 4. 2K Sports back in a moment from the Amway Center. All right, the second quarter beginning in just a moment. And Brett Brown, such a great fit in Philadelphia. He loves the town, loves the game, loves to coach. He says about the town, Clark, it reminds him of his hometown.
Well, that's nice to hear because he does him.
Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, DJ in the last matchup against the Cavaliers was phenomenal. He scored 40 points, and there weren't too many shots that didn't fall. He was efficient from the field. He put up numbers that really jumped out in the box score. A very solid performance. And Kevin will see what he's got in his arsenal tonight.
All right, David, thank you, guys. Could you believe that performance? Wow.
I mean, it was really something to see. I mean, he showed everybody just how special he is when he is on his game.
Greg, something really stoked his fire. Man, there was no holding him back. And when a player is that locked in, you just got to sit back and enjoy the ride.
Just a little confusion among the D as to who was supposed to be on it.
Here's Cousins, and sticking right with it, gets the foul with the bucket, and he'll go to the line.
And, you know, even when the defense is on him and Cousins is well guarded, he still gets it done. Excellent footwork, good hands and strength, and he stays focused when he's in the paint near the rim.
Out to the right wing. They grab their own miss, and it's Gordon missing.
Excellent concentration from the D. Intimidated the shooter, bothered him, distracted him, and made him think twice as he went in for that layup.
Gordon against Saric. McConnell kicks to Simmons. No good on the three.
Well, I'm surprised he couldn't put that away. I mean, the defense clearly botched an assignment, leaving him open.
And it's all about the release when you shoot the floater.
Philadelphia's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Now, here's McConnell. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. With the floater. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Magic will take it.
Hey, he just threw that possession away. Hopefully he learns from that and doesn't make the same mistake again.
Fultz, he's checked in for T.J. McConnell. The Magic shooting just 35%. They've got to get better looks. Right wing. Rogers passes to DJ. Here's Isaac, guarded by Simmons. Count that one. DJ's got 9 points.
Really easy to appreciate Isaac, Kevin. I mean, a solid teammate who's always ready to share the sugar.
Fultz dishes to Saric. Kicks to Fultz. Outside, Simmons. Feeds to Cousins. Basket is good, and he'll get a chance for one more at the free throw line.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range. And Cousins, with his physical style, always among the league leaders in free throws.
Here's Simmons. And the defense really pressing up on him. Made that a tough shot. And we're through the first half of basketball here in what's been a good one. 76ers lead by 1. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Frank Vogel. Coach, your team is down at the half. What has to change?
Well, it's still early in the game. Okay, we're a little bit out of sync offensively. We just got to get into a rhythm.
Good passes lead to good offense. Thanks, Coach. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break. Well, both sides have assessed what they need to do over the break in halftime. We'll see now if one can pull out a way here in the third. DJ really making a difference here.
His points production thus far off the charts. It's only been 2 quarters. Just a great effort for him for the entire half.
Yeah, and it doesn't matter where he is on the floor either, Greg. He's making it look very easy. He's looking to score the ball.
Isaac out there with Aaron Gordon. Then it's Evan Fournier. Then there's Rogers, and it's DJ in at the 5. That's the group starting the second half for Frank Vogel. Clark, there are a lot of great rim protectors right now in the NBA.
Yeah, there sure are, and there are a couple, though, that stand out to me. Gobert and Whiteside. I mean, they are just like octopuses in their ability to hover around that rim and challenge and change and block shots. Those two guys really stand out to me.
Yeah.
I also think you've got to consider DeAndre Jordan, too. With his athleticism, he's become better as a rim protector in his last few years.
Right. You're right, Clark. And both free throws good for DJ.
Boy, he's got a great stroke from the line. That's not something we can say about all the league's big guys.
Fultz kicks to Saric. They set the pick. Pass to Fultz. Saric just screen on Rogers. Fultz the pass to Saric. And it comes off the front of the rim. Magic leading by 3. 11 feet away. Here's Gordon. And that one is good with the extra effort on the glass. Gordon's got his second basket of the game. Philadelphia shooting the ball at 42%. Pass to Luau. Cousins with a screen on Fournier. Tries again. And the layup good by Cousins. Cousins has got 8 points.
You know, I really enjoy watching Cousins go to work deep inside. I mean, it feels like, to me, nobody can guard him down there.
And he got the whistle, so he'll have a 3-point play opportunity.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. Biyombo is checked in for Gordon. Ross comes in for Isaac. Simmons checked in for Evan Fournier. And it's Elfrid Payton in for Rogers. Then for the 76ers, Embiid comes in for DeMarcus Cousins. And it's Rashawn Holmes in for Saric. And Embiid throws it down.
Embiid is unstoppable. Just 2 seconds.
Here's Fultz. 1:11 left in the third quarter of the game.
And, you know, Joel Embiid quickly emerging as one of the league's elite rim protectors. I mean, Coach Brett Brown called him the crown jewel, the centerpiece to their defense.
Fultz, no good.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
Wells kicks to Ross. It's DJ atop the key. And he makes the bucket through contact and gets the whistle, too. And with Embiid's presence now, Clark, opponents shoot a very low percentage around the rim.
Well, the best defensive impact in the league by the numbers, Kevin, and his 7'5" wingspan, a big part of that.
Catching up on the changes for Orlando. Gordon's checked in for Vucevic, and Evan Fournier subbed in for Ross. The 76ers also with a sub. Cousins is checked in. The shot's good.
Really like the quick decision-making of Fultz there, Kevin. Excellent at surveying the floor for the open teammate.
There's the screen. Powered down as the whistle blows. A 3-point play chance.
And how about a little bit of showmanship there as he increases the lead?
Oh, I like that. That's got to be, though, a tough pill for the defense to swallow.
Well, he's a guy that you know can hurt you with his passing, and right there, he does some damage with his finishing, too.
Saric is checked in for Jahlil Okafor. Holmes, that's a screen. He dishes it to Cousins. And the foul called on DJ. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. The 76ers shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game. And he knocks down the first one. So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. Here's Wells. Missed. And so it's the Orlando Magic. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And meanwhile, Frank Vogel talking to his team.
Look, they can't guard great passing. They're passing the ball great to start. We got to do that for 4 quarters.
Preaching ball movement. Frank Vogel likes what he's seeing so far.
Yeah, and I'd say moving the ball with a purpose, working the offense, trying to find good shots.
And we're rolling here again with the 4th quarter. Might not come down to the wire, but you never know. On the court for Philadelphia to start the 4th. Fultz is out there with Robert Covington. Then there's Saric. Then there's Rashawn Holmes. And it's Cousins in at the pivot, manning the middle.
You know, Fultz is a guy who can easily take over a game if you give him an opportunity to. He's very confident and has remarkable decision-making skills.
And the rejection by Cousins. Covington with it. He feeds it to Cousins. Holmes sets a screen. Here's Fultz. Offline with his three. And here we go with the Magic fast break. DJ with the ball.
Hey, this is easy money for DJ. Loves these easy scoring chances. Wastes no time in leaking out in transition.
The 76ers trail by 11. Sharch with the screen for Covington. The feed now to Fultz. The three-pointer off the mark.
Well, you see the struggles he's having getting anything to go.
Yeah, I'm sure he's frustrated, Greg, because nothing is falling right now. But he's going to keep chipping away at it, and that's the attitude. Stay with it.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
And Philadelphia calls time here. Well, Clark, you had the distinct honor of playing horse against the former president of the U.S., Barack Obama. You lost that game, I don't want to remind you, but I want an honest answer. Did you let him win that contest?
Kevin, the deal is that it was an unbelievable privilege to play POTUS. We changed the letters of that game back in 2010, and I let the president up. I gave him life after I had him down, and he took advantage of turning the momentum in his favor. He won fair and square. I did give him an opportunity to win, but he's on top in that matchup, and I think it ended up being good television. And while some of my former teammates look at me with disdain for having lost a horse game to the president, I think it was all intended to end just the way it did.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, during the last break, I heard Brett Brown talking with his team. He was not happy with their shot selection, and he let them know about it. He said, we're taking low percentage shots, guys. Space the floor, make the extra pass, and work for those shots in the flow of the offense. Stay with the plan. We'll see if they can get it going.
Thanks, David. Here's what Philadelphia's going with right now. Joel Embiid comes in for DeMarcus Cousins, and Luwawu subbed in for Robert Covington. From 12 feet out, rebounded by Isaac. Isaac's got 3 rebounds so far in the game.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, Greg, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it, gritty and rough, but that's how you win games.
Continuing to push the action and build this lead.
Yeah, you know, continue to pour it on them. That's what they want to do right now, doing their best to put this game out of reach and in the win column.
Here's Sharch. Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
No easy chore keeping the 7-footer off the glass. Embiid crashing with intentionality.
And there it is again. Nice make there from DJ. DJ's got 16 points here in the second half. Fultz dishes to Sharch. Fultz the pass to Simmons. He's now made half of those 10 shots in the game. That's his 5th basket.
And really with Simmons, the guy just has everything, including that soft mid-range jumper.
To the middle. Here's Sharch. And he's fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming up.
Excellent assist there. Just led him to the perfect spot.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Magic.
Guys, their play close to the hoop has been great all game.
And I also love the way they move the basketball. Their passing has been outstanding here in the second half. He operates well in traffic, but still, that's just a tough play to finish.
Outside, Simmons. Screen by Sharch. Here's Embiid. And that one comes up a bit short.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while. And now as the clock ticks down, this is going to end up as a solid victory here for the Magic.
And it may be a comfortable win for him, but, you know, they had to weather a few storms along the way, and that's all part of the story.
Yeah, Kevin, this was by no means the runaway that it might appear to be. It was a scrappy performance, though, all the way through.
And in the win-loss column, tonight's game will push their record up to 54 wins on the year.
That's breathing a huge sigh of relief, guys. They're on their way to a win here, avoiding losing all 4 games of the season series.
Would have been a tough pill to swallow if they hadn't pulled it out.
And, you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for DJ.
Just an outpouring of points from him. Nobody could do much to keep him from dropping it in.
And Philadelphia calls time here. They're trailing by 10. 29 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. And now we've got a moment for our Jordan player of the game, DJ.
And guys, no doubt who our pick was going to be. He's made everyone else on the court look like they're playing at half speed. It's been total domination, and you can't help but just sit back and admire that performance.
And with their spot in the postseason assured, he's picking up just at the right time to be on top of his game. Covington kicks to McConnell. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Luwalu's shot is off. And stolen by McConnell.
And really nothing they can do now. They just got to play this one out.
Yep, this one's a wrap, partner.
There's the dish to Okafor. And here's Covington from the arc. Unable to get that one. And again, shot good from DJ. And now it's a 12-point Orlando lead.
And how much longer are they going to keep that foot on the accelerator?
As long as required, Greg. I mean, you can tell they want to put this thing to bed.
And so it's Orlando taking this one by a big margin. Some good moments. But they had the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, I mean, I love the way they executed on both ends of the floor. Completely under control for the vast majority of the game. And whenever there was a misstep, they just didn't allow it to fester. And that's why they're going to walk away with the win.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Congrats on the win. Now, you got it going offensively. How did you create looks for yourself against the defense?
Thanks so much. I tried to find the spaces and the gaps that they may be slow to cover. And when we have the ball moving around like the team did today, it's easy to stay in a rhythm and see plenty of shots. And tonight I was able to convert.
The ball really was moving. Congrats on the win. Back to you guys.
All right, David, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. So long and good night, everyone.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Thanks for joining us. The NBA on 2K Sports rolling right along. Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal. I'm Ernie Johnson. The regular season starting to wind down. Tonight we'll see the Washington Wizards playing against the Orlando Magic at Amway Center. So for the Magic, their last game, a win against the 76ers in Philadelphia. They are putting together an impressive stretch of basketball. Only one loss in their last.
The skyline of Orlando is seen here during a gorgeous sunset. Quite a backdrop for our broadcast tonight. We are live from Amway Center for an Eastern Conference contest with the Magic in Orlando. Thanks for joining us as we get set to bring you NBA basketball on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan at the table alongside Greg Anthony and Doris Burke. We'll be hearing from David Aldridge from the sideline. You look at Washington. They're in 9th place in the Eastern Conference, still in the playoff picture, but they could use some wins.
Kevin, the streak has been very difficult since this team has struggled of late, and the struggles may continue. They've got a
And so off the tip, it's Washington's ball. So a look at the starters for the Wizards. Morris and Gortat together down low. Then there's Oubre. Then there's Bradley Beal. And it's Delaney in at the point. Gortat with a screen on Fournier. Beal from long range. Here's Gortat, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
That's called battling your way for the second chance opportunity. Gortat is a real handful.
And DJ throws it down.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Delaney kicks to Oubre. Dishes it to Beal. Morris with a screen on Fournier. The drive by Beal. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in.
Yeah, that's just rubbing the defender off. Beal striking off the screen.
Well, Doris, one thing is certain for Bradley Beal. He's a lights-out shooter if you give him some space.
Oh, no doubt, Kev. Beal does such a great job, always squaring his shoulders, even when he's coming off a screen. And that quick setup and release, really hard to defend.
There's a screen by Gortat. And the wide-open shot from Morris. Again, the Wizards good for two.
Oh, Morris making things look easy right now. What a rhythm.
And count it. He'll head to the line with a chance to make it 3. The Magic shooting their first free throw tonight. Free throw no good for DJ. For Washington, they've gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Here's Delaney. Rebounded by Isaac.
Well, that's tough defense in the paint, harassing him every step of the way. I'll tell you, that's an assist that shows great sense for where his teammates want to move.
Morris a screen. Delaney kicks to Morris. Really left alone that time.
It seems every year Markieff Morris gets a little more consistent with the jumper. Looked so comfortable there.
Pass to DJ. Here's Isaac. Gortat covering to the right side. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. The Magic shooting their second and third free throws tonight.
And taking a look at the numbers on the season, they've converted about 77% of those foul shots.
I'll tell you guys, there's a tenacity to his game that you have to like. DJ never gets lazy out there. He always seems to go full speed.
And the Wizards making a change here. Smith is checked in. Oubre kicks to Beal. Morris with a screen on Fournier. Feeds it to Smith. It's good, and he makes his first shot of the game.
Listen, Beal could have taken that shot, but the court vision's so good that he sees a chance to get his guy a better look.
Once in a while, we talk about the makeup of a good teammate. But, Doris, what are some ominous signs that a player might be in it for more himself as opposed to team?
Well, I think anytime you see someone who's not committed to practicing at the important times, somebody whose availability might be in question, who might let a slight, I don't want to say injury, but a nick or a bump or a bruise, limit their availability, that's obviously a difficult thing.
Sure.
And, the other part is, Kevin, the players that I think have the most success are those that can be as joyous about their teammates' success as they are about their own. That's something that strikes me about the Golden State Warriors. It's a group invested in the group's success, and you see that both monetarily in terms of what some players are willing to give up, and you also see that basketball, someone like a Klay Thompson who has to be effective in fewer shots with the addition of Kevin Durant.
Good breakdown. And the basket by Isaac.
And he's accustomed to having the defense draped all over him, but when he's that deep, they really don't have a chance to contest.
Delaney, the pass to Oubre. Nice ball movement by Washington. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Magic will take it. Now let's find out what head coach Scott Brooks had to say to David Aldridge. D.A.?
Well, Kevin, the crucial aspect in his mind is making things tough for them inside. He said they're a physical team, and they bring a lot of intensity. If we don't respond when they push us, we'll just get bullied all game. They're going to get down in the paint tonight, Kevin. Back to you.
Okay, David, much appreciated. Pick by Vucevic. Porter against Ross. Just 5 to shoot. Unloads from 9. Rebound by Smith.
Well, I wouldn't say the D was exceptional, but it certainly was enough to bother him.
Screen by Smith. And there's the feed to Meeks. It's deflected.
You gotta like seeing Wells get up and block shots, showing a real desire to improve at this facet of the game.
Listen, Kev, this guy, one of the more reliable scorers in the league, night in and night out.
Here's Satoransky. He averages about 5 points a game. Screen by Smith. Outside, Meeks. It's good from long range. Meeks got his first 3 points of the game.
And that was a real quick comeback there. Both sides showing some range.
Well, both teams are pulling the trigger right now, showing great confidence from behind that arc.
It's all tied in Orlando. And back with the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And a chance to hear from Bradley Beal. He came from a football family in St. Louis, but said his mother introduced him to the game of basketball at a young age.
She definitely put the ball in my hand. She's the one.
So a new group on the floor for Orlando. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. We've got Evan Fournier, Aaron Gordon out there with DJ. Then there's Rogers, and it's Isaac in at the 3 slot. That's who's out there for Orlando. Off the pick. Good on that shot. And with that, the Magic lead is cut down now to just 9 in the bucket from Beal. The Magic have gotten all but one of their 7 shots in the second quarter to drop. Pretty impressive. There's the pass to Rogers. Here's Gordon. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
And DJ just does whatever it takes to win, including setting those hard screens so he can get his guys open.
Morris a screen. Delaney kicks to Morris. 1:41 left in the first half. And it's slammed in by Smith.
How about the vision of Markieff Morris? Hits the open man, has a good feel for the game. Boy, this guy can do a lot of things.
And Markieff Morris, a power forward who gives you a different look and a little bit of everything, Doris.
Well, what I love about Keith, he isn't going to back down on the block, and he's able to score in a number of different ways. Got a great nose for the basket, collected when finishing at the rim. This guy adds so much value.
The putback, it's good on the putback.
You know, defense forgets about Morris and pays the price. He loves to score and can do it a number of ways.
To the inside, Isaac, and he banks in the layup.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Wizards trail by 9. Delaney kicks to Morris. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. It's going to be on Aaron Gordon.
Well, he has the frame and the aggressiveness to take on contact. Morris finishing the play and one.
Well, you look at Markieff Morris, and you see a player, Greg, who is finally meeting his potential.
And you know what? Give credit to Morris because he's fallen in line with the team and the staff here. I think he's always had the talent to be an impact player. It just took a structured situation for him to really flourish, and I think he's found a home here in Washington.
Here's Oubre, and the Wizards hit again from deep.
You know, the extreme confidence on display by Oubre, knocking it down with the D in his grill.
It's taken away by Smith. Here's Delaney. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. That shot is off. Gordon with the defensive effort. The finish, and DJ throws it down.
Boy, Kev, make no mistake. That basket is all a product of the defensive work of DJ. He gets the steal, and this is what happens.
And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Magic lead by 5. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thanks. Here with Elfrid Payton. Elfrid, great passing in the first half. How does that impact the offense when the ball is moving like we saw it?
Everybody's getting easy shots. You know, it's much easier than contested shots, and guys are knocking it down.
Well, a really good first half, Elfrid. Thank you for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily. Well, both sides have assessed what they need to do over the break in halftime. We'll see now if one can pull out a way here in the third. DJ really making a difference here.
And he's been a monster in this game, throwing down some huge dunks. And I wasn't sure the rim would even survive in that first half.
Oh, his power is unbelievable. An intimidating force when he's at his best.
Second half is underway, and here's who Scott Brooks has got on the floor. Morris and Gortat together down low. Then there's Bradley Beal. Then there's Oubre. And it's Delaney in at point. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, DJ in the last matchup against the 76ers was superb. He had 29 points and also added to the cause with 8 rebounds. He was great in every facet of the game. Afterward, his coach couldn't stop praising the effort. Kevin will see if he maintains that inspiration tonight.
All right, David, thank you, guys. Could you believe that performance? Wow.
I mean, it was really something to see. I mean, he showed everybody just how special he is when he is on his game.
Well, that was an elite performance, and it didn't seem to matter what approach they used to try to slow this guy down. He had an answer for everything.
Beal against Fournier. From 12 feet out, and he hits the jump shot. Fournier's got the first bucket of the third here for Orlando. Doris, with defensive rules now allowing teams to play a sort of soft zone, does that make it easier to hide bad defensive players on your team?
Well, it certainly gives you one avenue. I don't think you can play zone in the NBA for any extended periods because the coaching is too good and the skill level of the players would destroy a zone if you gave a steady diet of it. I do believe, however, that hiding a defensive weakness comes down to personnel. How many can you hide on one particular floor? Somebody's going to get exposed somewhere if there's too many.
No doubt. Pass to Isaac. 6 on the shot clock. Takes the 13-footer. Morris with the rebound.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Oubre with it. He has 5. Morris with the screen for Beal. He kicks to Gortat. Lays it up off the glass. And now just a 3-point Orlando lead.
Don't make no mistake. This guy a high percentage finisher inside. Gortat can finish with either power or finesse.
Now a timeout called by Orlando. They're coming off that win against Philadelphia.
And once they established that flow offensively, really never got any resistance from the D.
I think, Greg, you can't expect to win with that kind of effort. The defense was nowhere to be found, and it cost them all night long.
Here's what Orlando's going with right now. Vucevic, he's checked in for Aaron Gordon. Terrence Ross comes in for Isaac. Wells, he's checked in for Evan Fournier. And it's Elfrid Payton in for Rogers.
I tell you, as good as he is at the line, it allows him to invite contact when he's down low.
Passes it to Satoransky. Out to the right wing. Nice ball movement by Washington. They get it again. Gortat. Great D that time from Vucevic.
Yeah, good interior D there. Prevents the deuce.
Well, if he wasn't there, that shot's going in. Love the effort on the defensive end.
Yeah, how about the body control on that one? Narrowly misses getting the deuce.
For Orlando, they have put up good numbers at the charity stripe, converting 6 of 7. The Wizards making a switch here. Smith is checked in. Wizards trail by 6. And Satoransky kicks to Meeks. On the wing, Porter. Here's Satoransky, covered by Payton. Off the screen, and he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down.
And you can see there the defender gets caught up on the pick.
Well, you simply got to push through that, right? You need to at least contest the shot. Otherwise, he's going to knock it down.
Wizards have gone 3 of 8 so far in the third quarter, looking to lock in that rhythm. Doris Otto Porter is a very consistent shooter. He's put in a lot of work since entering the NBA to get his shot where it is now.
You know what I love, Kev? He reviews film, and he thinks about his mechanics all the time. And it's one of the ways you build a more reliable three-point shot. You can't question his work ethic.
And here's the fast break. Ross leading the way. And the dunk by Wells.
Yeah, great anticipation of where the open man was going to be, and Terrence Ross finds him immediately. That's really pretty.
Wizards trail by 6. And Satoransky kicks to Meeks. On the wing, Porter. He's guarded by Ross, and Baamute can't get it to go. The Magic have gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the third. And DJ gets it to go on the assist by Payton. DJ's got 5 points in the quarter. And Satoransky kicks to Mbaamute. Down low. Vucevic with the block.
And a good opportunity here to go 2 for 1.
Let's see what they do here, Greg, right? Because you know they want to get a couple of possessions out of the time left.
And that's another fast break bucket. And this is the pace, though, guys, that's been working for them.
You know, I think, Greg, the faster the tempo, the better they are. And I love the pace they're playing with right now.
Back to Meeks. Pass to Satoransky. Porter in the corner. And again, Washington no good. DJ dishes to Vucevic for 3. Ross. The shot no good. Meeks. Oh, he hits it. How about that shot?
Tough shot.
Incredible.
Oh, beats the buzzer from way down court. These fans are stunned.
And so it's the Orlando Magic bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. And they've done a phenomenal job down low, so many of their points coming right at the rim. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And meanwhile, Frank Vogel talking to his team.
Okay, our offense will come and go. Okay, our defense has got to be the constant. Okay, we keep getting stops. The way we score the basketball, okay, this will be our game.
Frank Vogel driving home the idea that Gortat's checked in for Washington. Kelly Oubre comes in for Malcolm Delaney. Rogers is out there with Evan Fournier. Then it's Aaron Gordon. Then it's DJ. And it's Isaac in at the 3. That's who's out there for Orlando. Here's Morris. And it's off the back rim. No good.
And the fadeaway was the only option he had on that one. Defender there all over.
And he comes up with the deuce. And that's 19 points for DJ.
Boy, a strong bucket as DJ takes a hit while he's shooting, able to keep that concentration. So important.
Morris, left side. Over Gordon. Again, the miss by Morris. The Magic leading by 18. Kicks it to DJ. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2. Doris, you talk about versatility of players, but as a broadcaster, you've been a courtside reporter, a game analyst, a studio host, you name it. What do you prefer to do? What do you like most?
There's no question about it, Kev. The analyst role is the absolute most fun. Now, the only thing that might push that over the top is to sit beside the great Kevin Harlan.
Malcolm Delaney, he's checked in for Otto Porter Jr. Here's Morris. And he banks in the layup.
Now, playing with a high level of activity inside, this is the Morris we like to see.
Right wing, the pass to Rogers. At the elbow, it's DJ. There's the steal. And here we go. Washington fast break. And that one's good. Delaney.
Leaving the rest of the field in the dust.
Boy, what great speed he's got, Greg. Just phenomenal work getting all the way to the cup in transition.
And that replay presented by Under Armour showing us the fantastic steal that led to that fast break finish. Another unleashed chaos moment.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Magic.
They never settled for mediocre shots.
And Kevin, they had great penetration this time out.
And these guys have played very well this season, and this win tonight, guys will push their win column up to 55.
And they've put themselves into the driver's seat in regards to the season series with this team. Tonight's win will give them a 2-1 edge with only one left to play.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for DJ.
Boy, what a tremendous display of offensive firepower. It mattered not the size, the type of defender they put on him. He made easy work of it.
Now the dish to Fournier. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
DJ not allowing the defense to dictate the action. Instead, he goes on the attack, drives the lane, and forces the foul.
The first free throw is good. So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. Biyombo is checked in for Aaron Gordon. Ross comes in for Isaac. Simmons checked in for Evan Fournier. And Wells is subbed in for Rogers. And a new group getting ready for the Wizards. Smith checked in for Morris. Mbahumute comes in for Oubre. Jody Meeks, he's checked in for Bradley Beal. And Zedaransky subbed in for Malcolm Delaney. Pulls it from 20, and it's Smith that time on the assist from Gortat. Here's Wells. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. DJ kicks to Ross. Outside for Simmons. Magic moving the ball around. And DJ throws it down.
And saving their best for last. Tremendous run here to seal the win.
Well, this is exactly how you put teams away. Late game execution leads to a tremendous win.
Here's Zedaransky. Another one falls for Washington.
Defense just not strong enough to throw him off his shot there. Sometimes it takes a little more effort to defend him down low.
And so it's Orlando taking this one by a big margin. It was a tale of 2 teams tonight, one that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Great production offensively tonight. How did you find some rhythm?
Thanks, DA. You know, I was just trying to find the seams in their defense, and my teammates did a really good job of just finding me in positions that I could score. You know, I don't score as much as I did tonight unless the rest of the team is just really making things easy for me. So honestly, they deserve all the credit.
No, you're way too kind. You deserve some of it, too. Congratulations, guys.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. We'll see you next time.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, basketball fans. I'm Ernie Johnson, welcoming you to 2K Sports. I'm here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. And our coverage tonight will be coming to you from Washington, where the Wizards will be going up against the Orlando Magic. We've seen a lot of quality basketball from this Orlando team lately. They are really playing at a high level right now, going 8-1 over the last 9 games.
The excitement of the NBA is on the way. Welcome, everyone, to the broadcast table. Chris Webber to my right, Greg Anthony to my left. I'm Kevin Harlan, and David Aldridge on our sideline. The Wizards trying to take advantage of their home court in this one before leaving Washington. Well, at this point, 5 games out of that last playoff slot, the importance of every game is magnified.
Kevin, the streak has been very difficult since this team has struggled of late, and the struggles may continue. They've got a really tough challenge against this team.
All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. And so in the game for the Magic, we've got Isaac, EJ out there with Aaron Gordon. Then there's Wells, and it's Rogers in at the point. So the Orlando Magic able to put the first points up on the board. There's a screen by Gortat. He tries for 3. Comes out of the gate empty. He's 0 for 1. Washington on D. Last game matched up with the Magic. A tough loss there.
Yeah, we saw no matter what they tried offensively, the opponent just had the answer.
And in a big way. This was a blowout. The players, coaches, everyone is to blame.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Now here's Beal. He's coming off a 10-point game against Orlando. Good on the bucket.
Oh, well, it's great seeing Bill get after it on the offensive glass. He's solid at putting himself in a good position to snag rebounds.
Oubre kicks to Delaney. He feeds it to Gortat. He dishes it to Beal. Shot clock at 6. Tries from 10. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
Oh, you got to admire the sharp shooting ability of Bill, especially from the mid-range where he is lights out. Yeah, Kelly Oubre, the first rounder out of Kansas. I mean, he's a player that still has some development to do. Looks great in open court. Needs to be more consistent.
Here's Delaney. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game.
Well executed, great rhythm. You've got to finish that one.
Yeah, coming off of a good pick, you want to get that. When he gets the separation he needs, I know he would love to have that one back.
Some nice ball movement by the Magic. DJ dishes to Gordon. Here's Isaac. Good on the three-point shot. Isaac's got his first 3 points of the game.
And you just can't let Isaac get that much room to shoot it from deep. He's a very consistent three-point shooter with a fluid shooting form.
Now here's Beal. Right now, checking his stats, he's averaging over 23 points a game. Got a piece of it.
DJ is solid at knowing when to leap up for the block shots. Got to be careful when shooting when he's around.
And DJ throws it down.
Well executed, and then you love the strong finish.
So many fast breaks now ending the three-point shot. Good to see them taking it to the rack.
Here's Delaney. And the foul called on DJ. That's his first foul. And the Wizards are going with a whole new group out there now. So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. Vucevic, he's checked in for Aaron Gordon. Terrence Ross comes in for Isaac. Fournier's checked in for Wells. And it's Payton in for Rogers. Kicks it to Meeks. This one for 3. Hits it from three-point range. Meeks got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
How on earth did they let him get that wide open?
Count it. Good.
He hasn't missed so far this quarter, and you can see why. His form is perfect, and he's taking high percentage shots.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, I had a chance to catch up with Scott Brooks. Said the key to this game is how much they can limit the quality looks inside. He said when you're playing a team like this, you don't stand a chance if you give them easy shots down low. We'll see who wins that battle, Kevin.
Thank you, David.
And guys, got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
And how about the explosiveness he shows, going from the offensive to the defensive end in a blink.
Washington with the ball. The Magic getting the bucket. Porter passes to Meeks. Unloads from 13. Here's Smith. And fouled on the shot, so the bucket counts and a chance for one more here. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Well, Chris, we know that there are a lot of trash talkers out there in the NBA. Did you ever talk a lot of trash on the floor or do anything else to try and get an opponent's attention away from the game, get in an opponent's head?
I used to love talking, man. It kept you focused. If you talk, it means you have to back it up the next play. You can also get in the player's head, get them thinking about themselves individually. And if I get you thinking about yourself, I've already won because now you're not thinking about the team. But I tell you what, some of the best trash talkers I've ever played against, Larry Bird, Gary Payton, Rick Mahorn. Those guys talk the best trash ever, and I definitely can't repeat anything any of those guys said. But it's all out of love. It's all out of fun. And I don't remember, very honestly, anything anyone has ever said to me because it was all so outlandish, so crazy, so funny that you just let it go after the game.
Oh, that's good. Morris and Gortat together down low. Then there's Oubre. Then there's Bradley Beal. And it's Delaney in at the 1 spot. That's the group on the floor right now for Washington. There's a screen by Gortat. Delaney kicks to Beal. Second shot opportunity. Gortat misses. The Magic have gone only 2 of 7 from the field since the second quarter got underway. There's the dish to DJ. Here's Wells. Orlando with a fresh 24. And there's the feed to DJ. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. That's on Marcin Gortat.
Oh, and it's great watching DJ go to work inside, playing with aggression and easily drawing contact on the way up.
The Magic have hit most of their free throws tonight, 5 of 6. So he can't get either to fall.
Whoa, an unfruitful trip to the line. He's typically consistent from there.
Morris, count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed assist. Morris has got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Morris is such a gifted scorer in the paint. He utilizes both his height and weight to get deep inside. Wow, he just does everything right there except hit the layup.
Now here's Beal. 6 points for him. Down low, it's stolen by Morris. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Delaney, the pass to Oubre. At the elbow, Gortat tipped away. Now in the scoring column with that deuce. 1 for 2 this game.
Oh, look, I just like how Gortat is using his size inside. He has a wonderful touch on these interior shots.
And it's DJ missing.
Aggressive move to the bucket, and the D is ready for it.
And the foul called on DJ. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
He just recorded his 3rd foul at a half. Coach has to consider resting him until the 3rd quarter.
Porter's checked in for Gortat. Jonathan Simmons is checked in for Orlando. Pass to Beal. Dishes to Morris. 6 on the shot clock. Passes it to Oubre. Here's Beal. Rebound by the Magic. They defeated the Wizards in their last game.
And once they established that flow offensively, really never got any resistance from the D.
And I feel like the defense was 1 step behind all night. I mean, they never made the adjustments to string together a few stops.
Here's Delaney after the Magic pick up 2. Here's Morris. It's hauled in by Gordon.
Pretty high percentage look with the D playing off him. Just couldn't knock it down.
For Orlando, they have shot 5 of 8 from the foul line.
And taking a look at the numbers on the season, they've converted about 77% of those foul shots.
The first one falls.
Better respect how DJ handles himself on the court. What a tremendous work ethic this guy has.
And both free throws good for DJ.
Strong take to get the foul there after not getting it there in the first quarter.
Here's Satoransky. He averages about 5 points a game. Screen by Smith. Outside, Meeks bangs home the trifecta. Meeks got 8 points. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that has been very close so far. Washington out in front. They're up by 3. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thank you. Here with Elfrid Payton. Elfrid, what's the game plan defensively in the second half?
Got to continue to stay home on shooters.
Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the 3rd quarter. See you in just a bit. And it's been a back-and-forth game so far with no ground given through the first half. 3rd quarter starting here now. DJ really making a difference here.
And I loved in that first half that they were patient, looked for good shots, and knocked them down.
Yeah, and then it wasn't all dunks. I mean, they were squaring up with confidence, and that became contagious.
Checking out the group of Frank Vogel to start the second half. Rogers is out there with Wells. And there's Gordon. And it's DJ. And it's Isaac in at the 3. He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, DJ in the last matchup against the Wizards was tremendous. He scored 26 points and added to his contribution as well, getting to the foul line. His big display illustrated exactly the kind of success this team has enjoyed this season. And Kevin will be looking for more of the same from them tonight.
All right, David, thank you, guys. Could you believe that performance? Wow.
I mean, it was really something to see. I mean, he showed everybody just how special he is when he is on his game.
Oh, yeah. Once he got them on the ropes, he never let them off the hook. It was full-speed energy basketball at its greatest.
And Washington has possession. Following the bucket by Orlando. Morris with a screen on Gordon. Pass to Morris. Shoots a three. Doesn't go that time. Out of bounds. Washington takes possession.
And Jonathan Isaac, a 6'11" small forward out of Florida State. You know, we're seeing more and more players like this with the length of a center and the guard skills. You know, you think of KD, Brandon Ingram, and now Isaac.
Here's Delaney. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Shoots the three. And it's DJ with the rebound. DJ's got his 3rd rebound on the night. And the story for Jonathan Isaac. As a sophomore in high school, Greg, he stood 6'3" and played guard. He hit a growth spurt, as you can see.
Yeah, and it makes a difference. I think what I notice most is that he's retained not just the perimeter skill, but also the fluidity. I mean, he's light on his feet and really moves well. Remember, there was another guy that was a point guard that had a nice growth spurt. I think his name was Anthony Davis.
Satoransky's checked in for Malcolm Delaney. And a switcher also for Orlando. Terrence Ross is checked in for Aaron Gordon. Oubre kicks to Beal. Shoots over Wells. Here's Morris. Feeds to Gortat. The pass to Satoransky. There's a screen by Gortat. In the corner, it's Morris. Gortat. And the second chance effort by Gortat. Gortat's got his 2nd basket of the night.
Oh, that's just the long arms of Gortat easily stretching out to gobble up rebounds.
And Chris, you spent a handful of years in Washington. When you look back to that time in your career, is there a favorite moment that stands out to you?
Well, it was early in my career when I was with Washington, and I learned a lot about the league. And I think ending the Washington playoff drought that they had been in for so many years was part of the reason why I wanted to go there, and that was a lot of fun. Making my first All-Star team as well was pretty cool.
Looking at who's out there now for the Wizards. Jason Smith, he's checked in for Gortat. And Bahamute comes in for Markieff Morris. And Porter subbed in for Oubre. And that one is good from DJ.
They've leaned on him tonight, and he's delivered with some great shooting.
And Satoransky kicks to Beal. Smith with a screen on Fournier. The drive by Beal. Shoots over Fournier. That doesn't go either for Beal.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
Well, it's crucial that DJ shoots with confidence. When he's locked in, he's very hard to slow down.
A minute 42 left in the 3rd quarter of the game. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Beal against Fournier. And yes, it's good. And it's 8 points for Bradley Beal.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
And it'll be Orlando with their first time out of the game right here. The Wizards making a switch here. Meeks is checked in. And some great passing here so far. Let's check out this chart that breaks down where the assists have been coming from for the Magic.
And their guards have been the ones to really set the tone here tonight with their ability to create shots. You talk about the big fellas. They love to play with guards who try to keep them involved offensively.
Washington with the ball. Following the miss by DJ. Nice shot by Smith.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded-out game.
DJ with it. He's against Smith. And that one's good. DJ. DJ's got 12 points here in the 2nd half. And Satoransky kicks to Meeks. On the wing, Porter. Here's Satoransky. Amute, a screen on Payton. Nice ball movement by Washington. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Porter. That shot misses. And it's the Magic taking it the other way. Their last encounter was in Orlando.
A huge margin of victory for them when these two teams squared off last, and they got scoring from up and down their lineup.
Yeah, and when your bench is putting up major points, it makes the whole offense that much more difficult to defend. They went to blowout city.
Now here is Smith following the miss by Otto Porter. They get it back, and Baamute dishes to Meeks. Here's Satoransky off target with that shot. What a performance for DJ. He's been the story for Orlando. He has really delivered at the offensive end. He's torched them for 24 points so far. We'll return shortly. Now let's listen in to Frank Vogel's huddle.
Playing for each other. You're scary good when you do it. What we've done to this point means nothing. We need a strong fourth quarter.
That's Frank Vogel giving his guys some praise, but much work left to be done here.
Yeah, I mean, he's reminding them why they're in this position right now. It's unselfish basketball, and it can take them the rest of the way.
All right, the fourth quarter of action getting underway. We've had a great one so far with both sides coming to play. We've got Mbaumute, also Jason Smith out there, Jody Meeks out there with Otto Porter Jr., and it's Delaney in at the point guard. That's the 5 on the floor for the Wizards. Puts it up from 12, and he hits the jump shot. Smith's got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for Washington. Orlando trailing here. DJ passes to Simmons. Payton kicks to Biyombo. That's good, and it's Payton with the assist. Game winding down, and they just keep changing leads.
And guys, no separation yet, and I really don't think we're going to see any all the way down.
Now here's Porter. Here's Delaney. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
And the first one drops. So for the... Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Left block shot on the way. And good. He got the English that time as it falls. DJ's got the lead up to 6 now for the Magic. Here's Satoransky. Morris a screen. Beal gets a wide open look. Connects from 3-point range. Beal's got 5 points now this quarter.
Look, Beal is no stranger to these type of situations. In fact, he demands the ball when it's a key possession.
And it's DJ missing.
The defense recognizing the situation and getting right in his face once he got close to the bucket.
Smith right side from 15 feet away. It's tipped. Now here's DJ. Guarded closely. Pass to Isaac. Beal with the steal. Oh, and a fast break for the Wizards. Oh, that's blocked. To the inside. It's good from Gordon on the assist from Wells. And it's 6 points for Aaron Gordon.
And like how alert Wells is on the floor. High motor, guy who knows when one of his guys is open.
Here's Satoransky outside Beal. Beal can't get that one to fall. Here's Rogers. But they recover it. Wells. And count it. He'll head to the line with a chance to make it 3.
And you got to respect the strength of Wells. Terrific at powering through the foul and finishing on those hard shots.
Here's what Washington's going with right now. Gortat's checked in for Smith. And it's Malcolm Delaney in for Satoransky. Here's Delaney. The drive by Beal. Back to Delaney. Clock at 6. Morris with a screen on Gordon. Here's Delaney. It's blocked. And now Orlando on the break. Wells is running. And DJ throws it down.
And that's a killer instinct on display as they try to put this one on ice.
Well, they've gotten serious, stringing together some game-winning buckets.
Washington calls timeout. They're trailing by 10. There's 37 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
Yeah, this has been rough all the way around. I mean, coming in with high hopes and then just now trying to finish the best they can.
Oh, all you can do at this point is focus, dial in on each moment, do your best. You can't get consumed over the score.
So for the Wizards, Mbahumute comes in for Markieff Morris, and it's Jody Meeks in for Beal. So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. Biyombo, he's checked in for Gordon. Ross comes in for Isaac. Jonathan Simmons is checked in for Wells. And it's Peyton in for Rogers. And it's Orlando's ball. 10-point lead, this is their biggest.
And really nothing they can do now. They just got to play this one out.
Yeah, you know you're supposed to go hard and complete the game, but they're so frustrated right now. I don't see that happening.
.24 seconds left in the fourth quarter, and DJ throws it down.
Tremendous effort here on the road. That plane ride home is going to be sweet.
Oh, yeah. Well, I don't care how good you are. It's tough to succeed in a hostile environment. They're doing it in style.
Washington calls timeout. They're behind by 12. There's 21 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. There's 21 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Meeks can't hit. DJ dishes to Simmons. DJ sets the screen for Peyton. Ross kicks to DJ. The three misses there. And so it's Orlando taking this one by a big margin. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Olin, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you later.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hey, Ernie Johnson here, and I'm joined by Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. Tonight, it'll be the New York Knicks going up against the Orlando Magic. We've seen a lot of quality basketball from this Magic team lately. With a win here today, they'll stake a claim to the second-best record in the NBA. That tells you all you need to know about the year they're having.
Live from New York, 2K Sports proudly brings you Knicks basketball. Along with Greg Anthony, Brent Barry, and our... And so off the tip, it's New York. A look at the Magic starting group. Isaac out there with Gordon. Then there's Elfrid Payton. Then it's DJ. And it's Wells in at the shooting guard. Here's Hernan Gomez. And he lays it straight in.
Well, beating everybody to the ball, Willie doesn't always get his number called, so he's got to put in the extra work and find these efforts on the offensive glass.
Count that one.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Pass to Ntilikina. Wells with the steal. And here's the fast break. Wells leading the way. Buries the jumper to finish the break.
And you like watching Wells sprint down the open floor. Awesome at getting into good position in these situations.
And the replay is courtesy of Under Armour. Unleash chaos. It was a great sequence from the steal all the way to the finish at the other end. Puts it up. He's off on that one. The Magic go the other way with it. Their last encounter was in Orlando.
And you know what? Up against a weak defense, they were allowed to do pretty much whatever they wanted.
Yeah, what I like, though, besides that, is that they just didn't settle for it, because weak defenses, you could take bad shots. That's not what they did here tonight.
Here's Anthony, and he uses the glass on the layup. Anthony's got his first 2 points of the night.
Carmelo really has great footwork down low, showing off the feel right there when he gets near the paint. Over the course of his entire career, Carmelo Anthony has been in the spotlight, a standout at Syracuse, and then part of one of the greatest draft classes that the NBA has ever seen. So he's used to all this scrutiny, trust me, at this point.
He kicks to Mahinmi. Tries again, and it's good on the layup.
And that's a great play on the backboard for him. I mean, it's what we expect. All his second chance points do not come by accident.
And DJ throws it down.
Well, I like seeing DJ's skills not at the turntables but at the rack. Who needs layups when you can throw it down like that?
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. And out of bounds as the Magic will gain possession. Just a moment to look back at how things were last season for this team as we look at the shot breakdown for the Magic. For Orlando, they've gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Sweet little floater. DJ's got 6. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes played. Outside Anthony. Mahinmi with the screen for Anthony. New York moving it around. And the pass to Hernan Gomez. 6 to shoot. Mahinmi a screen. Off the screen. And it's out of bounds to New York. They'll retain possession.
That block right there, all about persistence. DJ staying with his man and playing terrific high-energy D.
And a new group in for the Knicks. Blacks checked in for Mahinmi. Noah comes in for Hernan Gomez. Lance Thomas, he's checked in for Anthony. And it's Ish Smith in for Ntilikina. So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. Vucevic checked in for Aaron Gordon. Terrence Ross comes in for Isaac. Evan Fournier's checked in for Wells. And Rogers subbed in for Elfrid Payton. Brent, so many heady players, tough players, eventually become coaches. We've seen it time and again. And what kind of situation would it take, for instance, for you to get involved with that? Either on the floor, on the bench, or in the front office?
I'll tell you right now, Kevin, I'm so thankful for my local YMCA because I've coached the 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th grade teams for the last few years.
Good for you.
I'm not getting paid for it, but I think I'm learning more there than I would in the league.
But you enjoy it.
I do enjoy it. And Kevin, I think basketball's been such a big part of my life that at some point I will love the opportunity to be involved with one of the 30 teams in the league in some capacity.
They'd be lucky to get you. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Ross. .112 left in the first quarter of the game.
Really having a difficult time getting anything to fall.
And DJ throws it down.
And right now, the game plan seems to be working.
It looks like this team has finally gotten into the club and found its rhythm, trying their best to pull away.
Noah the screen. Kicks it to Thomas. He's guarded by Fournier. Shot to stop the drought. The offensive rebound. Black.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now. And he makes the first. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Here is Rogers, looking for his first basket still in this one. From 13, he doesn't hit that one. Great defense that time from Noah. Knicks trail by 6. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
The putback, great positioning on the putback.
Yeah, he plays with a bit of a sixth sense around the offensive glass. Perfect position for the easy tip-in.
And Ross with the slam.
The pass shows you the tremendous feel that DJ has. The D has no idea he could thread the ball through there.
Feeds it to Black with 4 seconds on the clock. Drained for 2 points. Black's got 6.
And just solid play out of them that time.
Rogers. The shot, no good. DJ, he is feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for Orlando. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. And the first, and a new group in for the Knicks. Hernan Gomez is checked in for Tariq Black. Mahimi comes in for Joakim Noah. Anthony's checked in for Lance Thomas. And it's Ntilikina in for Ish Smith. And so in the game for the Magic, Peyton is out there with Wells. Then there's Gordon. Then it's DJ. And it's Isaac in at the 3 slot. And again, it's the Knicks missing. The Magic leading by 10. From the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, DJ in the last matchup against the Wizards was terrific. He finished with 30 points and did his work on the boards, rounding it off with some stellar defense. A very solid stat line for him in what was a terrific outing. And you know he wants to keep the momentum going, Kevin.
Great, David. Appreciate it. Well, he set the bar pretty high for himself with that performance.
He did. I mean, but we know he's going to try to raise that bar again tonight. No matter how good he is, he's always thinking he can do better.
And the great players are never satisfied. We'll see what he does in the next one. Always am amazed at the consistency of what Carmelo Anthony and his ability to score the basketball has done. Averaged 20 points per game, even as a rookie. And no matter the situation, he definitely can carry a team with his scoring.
Here's Wells. 8 points his last outing. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Magic lead by 9.
Oh, big time put back there. What a great motor on this guy.
There is no one who goes after those rebounds harder. Hernan Gomez in the corner from 11 feet away, and that one drops for him. And with Melo, the 20 points a game, his whole career is astounding. Given the length of the time he's played, Brent, it helps when you're the #1 option, as he is on offense.
Well, Carmelo has been the #1 option in any offense his whole life. He's going to go down as one of the NBA's greatest scorers of all time, and just a consistent threat you can rely upon night in and night out.
Mahimi, a screen on Peyton. Here's Ntilikina. The second chance effort. Good on that shot. And with that, the Magic lead is cut down now to just 7 on the basket from Mahimi.
If they play it right, we're talking a 2-for-1.
Yeah, this is where it comes down to really good clock management, and you want to maximize each of your possessions.
With the tip, it's good on the putback.
Love the determination he showed there, getting himself into good position under the glass.
With the presence of mind to know just where the rebound was going to come down. Well timed.
DJ wants to be at the center of everything that this team does, whether it's behind the tables or on the court. This guy's itching for a scratch.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
Looking comfortable there from the line. Knows he needs to come through for his team at the charity stripe.
Pass to Hernan Gomez. The feed to Carmelo. Stolen by Gordon. No one near Payton as he lets it go. He got it up that time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And that does it for the first half of play. Magic lead by 7. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Kevin, thank you. Aaron, great first half. You had it going. What was the difference?
Yeah, I just tried to come out and give my team a spark, have a little bit of energy, and it just turned out some.
Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit. Now the second half about to start up and begin any moment. You look at DJ in this one. He's been everywhere.
Yeah, pretty much all throughout that first half, and he was taking care of his business on the low blocks and getting more than his fair share of dunks.
Yeah, there's not any guy defensively that was bodying him up or contesting the shots, so right now he's feasting.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. Setting the floor for the Knicks. Mahimi is out there with Hernan Gomez. Then it's Anthony. And it's Ntilikina in at the point. DJ kicks to Wells. The three-pointer, no good. Knicks trail by 7. Passes it to Hernan Gomez. Outside Anthony to the wing right side. Now here's Mahimi. Not a lot of room.
You combine his massive size and then his desire to pound the glass, it makes him a tough cover on the board. And they just cannot seem to get it going so far in this half, missing their first 3 shots.
Brent, we've seen coaches that yell. You've seen some that show no emotion and everything in between. In your opinion, what's the perfect mental makeup for an NBA coach?
I don't think, Kevin, there's any exact science to what coaching can be. And I think the best coaches just have an innate ability to know when to push buttons, how to push buttons, and to do it on an individual level. There are many times that a coach can make the biggest impact with his player, Kevin, taking him aside and having conversations rather than doing everything in front of the team. And I think the best coaches have a pulse of each player on their team and take the time to go and do that.
Finally, they get one to drop. That's one of their first 4 here in the third.
Here's the screen. Deep 2 from Anthony. Rebound by the Magic.
Wow, huge sigh of relief for the defense on that possession. You cannot give mid-range shooters any space like that to operate.
And the whistle blows, so a chance here for a 3-point play.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
And New York making a change here. Smith has checked in, and a change for the Magic. Simmons has checked in. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Time called here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
Count it, and the Orlando lead has been cut down now to just 10 on the basket from Anthony. Here's Vucevic. Knicks with the rebound. Black's got his 3rd rebound tonight. 13 feet away. Here's Thomas. Banked in off the glass. Thomas got his first points of the night.
Right in Thomas's wheelhouse, known for good shot selection. He executes this time on the inside.
The baseline J is a miss from DJ. New York's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. A shot by Anthony, nobody around. Again, the miss by Anthony.
Yeah, his shot just doesn't seem to be synced up right now. Here's hoping he finds it soon because his team is really going to need that production tonight.
And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. New York called for the foul.
Applying some pressure there and getting himself to the free throw line. DJ's aggressiveness is paying off with that foul call.
Joakim Noah is checked in for the Knicks. Second free throw, no good. Knicks trail by 9. Outside Thomas. Rebounded by Vucevic. Vucevic has got rebound number 5 here tonight. And DJ throws it down.
Well, if he spins music as well as he scores, I'm going to have to see DJ behind the tables one of these nights, Kevin, and you're invited.
I like it. Thanks, Brent. Sounds like fun. Noah the screen. He's guarded by Fournier, and it's in there.
And it's all about the release when you shoot the floater.
Magic leading by 9. Dishes it to DJ. Vucevic with it, working on Black. Vucevic with the bucket.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Smith kicks to Thomas. Back to Smith. He feeds it to Noah. In the corner, Smith with it. 5 to shoot. Right through the D for the layup.
Well, if you give Ish Smith a lane like that, he's going to attack you, and a nice finish there.
And DJ throws it down.
And that's his MO. Sometimes he can score more points by himself than the rest of the team.
The dish to Thomas. Trying his luck deep, drills it from outside. Thomas got his second bucket of the night.
That's a nice surprise. After a few years in the league with some limited range, much better in the mid-range, Thomas now a threat from distance.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal, and then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
Well, it fires up your teammates and the fans when you make plays like that out in the open court and explosive.
Good work there as it goes. And now it's just a 4-point Magic lead. Rogers. That one doesn't go. What a performance for DJ. He's been the story for Orlando. He has really delivered at the offensive end. He's torched them for 24 points so far. Right back after this break. And thanks for joining us again as the fourth quarter of play is set to get rolling. It's been a close battle to this point. Fourth quarter on the floor for the Magic. Ross is the 3 with Gordon at the 4. Wells is out there with Payton, and it's DJ in at the 5 spot. They get the rebound. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
Well, Noah can still be a leader out there, a high-energy guy who demands the best out of his teammates.
And the second free throw, good.
Joakim Noah has suffered some injuries that have really taken away a lot of his ability to do what it is that he does best, play with boundless energy. So he's still trying to give you hustle and defense. It's just not been as impactful as it was during his time in Chicago.
Stolen by Gordon. Stripped it away. Inside, Anthony. It's deflected, and it's out of bounds. The Knicks able to retain possession here. Mahimi's checked in for Noah, and the Magic making a change here as well. Isaac's checked in. Here's Anthony. Another shot. Out of hand on it. 4-on-3 break. 8 feet away. And, yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. And that's now 26 points for DJ. Knicks trail by 5. And for Noah, Brent, he was always known for his defense more than his offense.
Well, with that odd shooting form, there isn't really a playbook on how to correct that. But he used to punish sagging defenders from about the college three-point line. He still has confidence to step up and take that shot.
The Knicks have gone a dismal 0 for 5 to get the fourth quarter underway. Pass to Mahimi. Here's Ntilikina. From outside the arc. Second shot opportunity. Good on that shot. And with that, the Magic lead is cut down now to just 5 on the basket from Mahimi. And DJ throws it down hard.
And you got to love watching DJ take advantage of these opportunities. When he has a chance to finish, he is going to drop the hammer.
The Knicks shooting just 33%, struggling to get good looks. There's a good screen. Pass to Ntilikina. Here's Anthony. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. That free throw missing.
And Melo's still bringing the passion to the floor no matter what's going on around. He's still going to be a gamer.
Orlando with the ball. Now DJ lays it up and banks it in. DJ's got 16 here in the second half.
Defensively, this is what you know. He's coming off a hot game and looking to keep it rolling.
And you could try to key in on him, but that's tough. They run plays that routinely give him makeable looks.
Good on that shot, and with that, the Magic lead is cut down to 6 on the bucket from Anthony.
That's not an easy shot, but Carmelo Anthony has made his living making tough ones.
And he's fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming up.
Unbelievable basket. I mean, giving up a lot of height there, but he was not to be denied.
Well, it's nice that he holds some things in reserve because he knows his time to explode, and then the soft lay-in.
The steal. Here's Ntilikina, covered by Payton. We're in the final quarter of play here, 3 minutes in. And DJ with the basket on the assist by Gordon. 32 points for DJ.
Love how DJ just takes over these big possessions. He wants the ball in his hands when things are tight.
And the pass to Hernan Gomez. They set the pick to the paint. 4 on the clock, and it's DJ with the rebound. DJ's got his 4th rebound in this one. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
They're going to work on the inside now and causing all sorts of problems. DJ's not afraid to get physical on the low block.
So the first one drops, and that increases their lead to 6. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 7-point game.
Was sure on those free throws, extending that lead and making it comfortable.
New York calls timeout. They're behind by 7. We've got 1:28 left here in the fourth quarter. And now we get the chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, DJ.
Yeah, and his performance has been a jaw dropper. He must have been feeling great coming into the building tonight. because once he hit the court, it was all working for him. He was in a zone.
And with the playoffs on the horizon, he'll be looking to stay in peak form as long as he can. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, I was able to listen in on the New York head coach talking to his team. He said we've got to pick it up right here, right now. If we're going to win this game, we have to take control. This is the time. Kevin.
Inside. That's good, and the Orlando lead is cut down to 5 on the bucket from Carmelo Anthony.
That is why Melo wants the ball. No fear whatsoever letting that one fly.
Now a timeout called by Orlando. They're up by 5. We've got 1:13 left to play in the final quarter. The Knicks making a switch here. Black's checked in. DJ with it, working on Black.
A burst of speed down the lane. I like the way that DJ finishes on the move. Remix.
Pass to Hernan Gomez. They set the pick. And the foul called on DJ. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Here's Ntilikina. Money! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
And I just like seeing Ntilikina pull from there. It has a solid jumper. You know, you'd like to see him continue to work on it and make that one of the stronger assets in his game.
Payton passes to DJ. Here's Isaac. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in. And the Magic lead by 7.
And with time becoming a factor, that may do it, guys.
Well, leads are not given. They are earned. Playing with desire and attention to detail all night.
It falls! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
Melo with another moment.
We've got 22 seconds left to play here in the 4th, and that's an intentional foul. First free throw is good, and that increases their lead to 6. So he gets them both, and it's a 7-point game. Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 7. There's 21 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
Yeah, this has been rough all the way around. I mean, coming in with high.
And so it's Orlando winning this one. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go you have to feel good about it. Really an outstanding effort all the way around.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Brett Berry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. So long, everyone.